Nando chicken, or Nando Style Chicken with lovely vegetable rice. And what I do is, this is a big tip. I ask for the full leg, but I ask them to take the bone off on the end, like this. Because this bit no one eats, but this bit can be used for chicken stock, which is absolutely delicious. So it really works in your favour, that you can make rice without it being plain and bland. So I get those cut off. Today I'm making 20 of these legs because I make some for my mom as well. But then I get a collection of these, put a few in for this stock, put a few away for stock that I might need later on. And that is a really good tip. The other thing is, you peel back the skin. You peel back the skin and then you make slits in the meat. In there. And then it goes all the way to the back. And then also make slits on this side as well. One in that bone, one there and one there. Because when we marinate it, we want the marination to go all the way inside. So I'll show you what to marinate it with now. Okay, so for this mixture I need peri peri rub, the lemon and herb East End rub. I put chilli powder in. If you don't like spice, you don't need to put spice in. Salt. This is garlic and ginger paste. What I do is I freeze it into cubes. I think 1 teaspoon is 1 cube really. Yeah. And because usually I use organic stuff in my other food. So my food that I make, like the curry dishes. This is, I put it away because I need it for marination. Okay. And a little bit of water. I'll show you what to do with it in a minute. So let's start. Just to add, make sure you defrost the garlic and paste cubes. And this actual ingredient, this paste, is actually my sister's ingredient, so I can't take all the credit. She used it on just chicken steaks and then grilled the chicken steaks. I'm using it on full chickens because that way you can leave them about a bit and then cook, you know, you can warm them up whenever you want. Okay, so these look a lot because I'm making this for 20 chicken legs. What I'm going to put the ingredients in the bottom is for 10, so everything's going to be halved. This is for 20 chicken legs, and what I do now is put a bit of water in it and mix it into a paste. So the salt, chili powder, lemon and herb, garlic. Okay, if you just see, I haven't used that much water, only a few drops, just to make just a thick paste. So look, see, it's not watery at all. It's just a thick paste so they can actually marinate the chickens. And then I'll add the chickens in. So I'm going to wash my hands, add the chickens in and marinate the chickens fully all the way through. Also, I taste the paste a little bit, just slightly. You might not want to, but I think it gives me an idea of what it tastes like. If it tastes nice to me now, it'll taste nice on the chicken. Okay, so that took me about a good 3-4 minutes massaging the whole chicken and everything. But see, they don't look completely brown, but they're fully coated all the way and into the sections as well. So that's where you want it to be all the way through. So once it looked a small amount, but once you put the chicken in and start pushing it around and massaging it in, it's fully marinated. And now you can leave it overnight. It's have been marinating all night. Really nice.
How you got 2 chickens?
Place them on there.
How you got these chickens and those chickens?
So on these, because I know I'm using 3 tablespoons of oil, I don't need to worry like how much I'm putting on there. Ready? So you get each chicken, right, and you baste it. Bring it up a bit. You baste it at the top. Later on I can baste it again. Oh, they're going to come out so nice and brown. I'm going to put them in the oven and I'm going to check on them after half an hour and toss them over. But they usually take about an hour. Mind the baby in the back. So I'm not going to cover them with foil. I'm just going to put them straight in for an hour. Okay.
Chicken
so
heaven,
I take the chicken out after half an hour, and it's nice and brown, but it's not fully cooked. I'm going to turn them around one by one, and you know the juices that you've got on the side.
There can be gravy.
Yeah, they can be gravy. You can use that stock in a minute, but I'm going to pour it into the cuts, and I'll let it cook on the opposite side, and put it back in for another half an hour.
You can make gravy with the other chicken bit.
I know, yeah, whatever's left at the end I'm going to make. Okay, so after another half an hour, see when this side is nicely browned up, I am going to toss it. I'm using a spoon. I've tried my hand, it's really hot. It hurts me. So I'll be holding the pan with one hand and I'll be tossing it with the spoon on the other hand. Now, I'm going to try and drain this out because this will taste so nice over the rice later on. I'm going to pour some of this over here into the cracks again. And with each roast, as I put the skin back on, I'm going to baste a bit more oil. Remember, it's still from the 3 tablespoons that I have of the whole 2 pans, so it's still okay. And I'll pop it in for another 15-20 minutes. Make sure it's cooked from inside. So this is the amount of gravy I managed to get out of it, and I can use it on the rice later. So tasty. Popping back in the oven for about another 20 minutes to half an hour. So now I've taken them off out. Took 1.5 hours. How delicious do they look up below? Nice and golden brown, and I'm telling you, they are absolutely scrumptious. Alhamdulillah. So I'm going to prepare the rice first. I'll make it 3 pound, but the ingredients below would be for less people for you. I use these pots to measure my rice. So whenever I say 1 pot, 2 pots, this is 3 parts rice, so I'm going to need 6 parts water to prepare this. But before preparing the water, the rice, you have to wash the rice first. So I'll get the rice, wash them out. I do this with every rice I prepare. That's why they come out nice and fluffy and don't stick. Once I've washed these out, I'm going to drain them out first, and then I'm going to let them soak. Okay, so I'm going to leave this be here while I'm preparing the rest of the rice. Abdullah's here helping me today. Okay. Anyway, so yesterday when I told you that I leave the chicken bones separately, this is what I do. Here's the pan for that. There's the chicken bones. I'm going to add water in. The amount of water I'm going to add is, because I need 6 of these, I'm going to add 6, probably 6.5 of these inside there, because that'll give me a nice flavoursome stock rather than just filling it up to the top and then the stock's not, that taste is too watery. Also worked out that 3 of these come up to 1.5 litres, so then I can use that on my kettle, so it's fine. Okay, so I've put this on the pan. I'm going to let this boil and broth up until I put the roast that I marinated last night onto trays and oil them. So I'll show you how to do them first, but that's when I do this. So this takes its time to create a kind of a stock, and then I'll prepare the rice. Okay, preheat the oven at gas mark 7. I mean, even if you don't preheat it that much, it doesn't matter really, but I'll tell you how much it takes. The chicken stock should look like this before you use it, and the chicken inside should look cooked. What I usually do, if I'm going to make something in the afternoon for breakfast, I put a chicken stock on and then I cook the rice later. Especially with the fact that this rice takes no time at all to make, so you need to give the chicken stock time to cook. So the onions are here. I'm going to add in the oil. Ooh, the onions.
Making pindia.
We're not making pindia, we're making rice. So pop the oil in. And mix it around. I'm going to put double the amount of salt to the amount of pots. So because I'm using 3 pots here, I have to put 6 spoons of salt. I use these spoons. I don't think they're actual tablespoons, but they're the right size. They're not teaspoons either. So I'm putting 6 of these salt spoons in, and I'm going to put cumin seeds in, and then just mix it. So I'm going to put 6 of these in, just so you can see it's a level spoon. And then I can taste it later to see how salty I want it. I prefer mine quite salty, some people might don't. Added in 2 spoons of the cumin seeds, and I'm just going to let this cook in the oil until the onions start becoming a bit translucent. That's it. Then I'll add the vegetables in. Okay, so this has been after 3 minutes. So you can see it doesn't look that translucent or anything, but that's enough. It's cooked for 3 minutes, that's fine. I'm going to add the vegetables in now. So today I've had to add in more peas than vegetables, but usually I just use the mixed vegetables fully, and they taste really nice, but I'm sure peas will taste nice as well. I'm going to mix it around for about 1.5 minutes, and then I'm going to add the stock in. That's how simple this rice is, and it tastes divine because the chicken stock tastes so nice. But if you don't have chicken stock, it still tastes nice because the Nando chicken itself will be tasty. So that's done. Now I'm going to measure out 6 of these pots and put the stock in here. This is boiling, so I'm going to be careful. But if I had done it in the morning and let it cool down, it would have been easier to measure up. So whatever way you want to do it. So I've put in 6 of those yogurt pots. I'm going to wait for it to get to the boil. As soon as it comes to the boil, I'm going to put the rice in. So because the water had come to the boil, I've added in the rice. Wait for it to come back to the boil, and then I'll put it on low heat, and I'm adding a little bit of lemon drops. That's it. just so again to make them light and fluffy, but these have got oil in it. So now that it's come to the boil, I'm going to cover it and put it on a really low heat, and I'll tell you how long it takes. So I've added a carrier bag that I normally do over it and put it on a bit of a medium heat because the water had evaporated, and just leaving it to cook. Okay, so once they were done, I've popped them onto a tray. Look, they're nice and fluffy and long, and they're done. Voila, and they taste lovely. Once they're done, you can add some gravy, and alhamdulillah, delicious.